agent in the room you have dialed is not answering. Please call back later.
Hello?
Hey, Bess.
Nancy, our link to the world of excitement and intrigue and decent food. What's the latest?
I'm not sure what I should do next.
Check that task list you keep in your notepad, or the case notes you keep there. Maybe those will help.
That's it for now.
Stay in touch. That's an order.
Hardy residents.
Hi, Joe.
Hey, what's going on?
Catch you later.
Sounds good. Bye.
Need something?
May I go riding now?
Yep, if you got everything I told you need, and you think you know your stuff when it comes to horses, old Bob's all yours.
Talk to you later.
No hurry.
Come on, Bob. Good boy. I'm ready.
Ready for some questions?
I think so.
Where's a horse's hocks?
On its back legs.
That's 1 out of 10.
Ask me something else.
Where's a horse's frog?
On the bottom of its hoof.
2 out of 10. Got a long way to go.
Ask me something else.
How tall is a horse that's 15 hands?
5 feet.
3 down, 7 to go.
Ask me something else.
What kind of a horse is a Paso Fino?
A gaited horse.
That's 4 right.
Ask me something else.
How can you tell if a horse is colicking?
It keeps lying down, then standing up.
That's 5. You're halfway there.
Ask me something else.
What's the difference between a bay and a chestnut?
A bay has black points.
Bingo. That was number 6.
Ask me something else.
What tribe bred the first Appaloosas?
The Nez Perce.
7 down. You're in the home stretch.
Ask me something else.
What part of a horse is most likely to be hurt when it founders?
Its feet.
8 right. Just 2 to go.
Ask me something else.
What part of the saddle should you always check before you head out on the trail?
The cinch.
This here's your final question.
I'm ready.
What is a mule?
The offspring of a female horse and a male donkey.
Well, you answered all the questions right. And I can tell by the way you sit you ain't gonna go falling off for no good reason. So you're free to ride outside the corral. Just don't go galloping all over the place. 'Cause if you bring old Bob back all hot and sweaty, you can kiss your cowgirl days at Shadow Ranch goodbye.
Okay, Bob. What do you say we do some sightseeing? Check. That's done. That trunk looks really old. tuning forks. Cool. Cool, an old token or something. What a beautiful horse.
Hi, can I help you?
Hi, are you Mary Yazzie?
That's me. I didn't hear a car. Did you hike in or come by horse?
Bob brought me. He's a horse. My name's Nancy.
So where are you staying?
With Ed and Elizabeth Raleigh. In fact, I have something for you. Bet wanted me to give you this.
Great. I want to buy a small piece of property from them. It must be their response.
bad news?
They rejected my offer. Well, I guess that's that. But as long as you're here, look around. All the jewelry you see, all the rugs, the beadwork, the pottery, they were all made by local artists, including yours truly. So if you want to know something, especially if you want to know how much something is, just ask.
Is that you riding that beautiful Palomino in the picture over there?
That's my horse Banner. I train him myself.
You train horses?
Just on the side. Someday I'd like to do it professionally, but it would take money to get started, and money is one thing I'm not very good at making.
Is that old trunk over there the one you bought from the Raleighs?
Yeah, they didn't want much for it, so I took it off their hands. Problem is, I still don't know what's in it because I can't figure out how to open it.
Have you asked the Raleighs about it?
They were no help, although they did offer to buy it back from me. I just told them to keep looking for a way to get it open.
Are there many petroglyphs around here?
If you take the trail to Cougar Bend, there are hundreds. A lot of them were probably made by the Anasazi. They lived in the area until about 700 years ago, when they just suddenly picked up and left.
I won something that looks like a token when I played that game over there. What is it?
They actually used those for something back in the 1880s, but I don't know what.
It was great talking to you.
Ride safely.
Would you mind if I try to get this open?
Please do. In fact, if you get it open, I'll let you keep something from it. You can have your pick.
Charlena Purcell's office.
Hi, my name is Nancy Drew. May I please speak to Miss Purcell?
Concerning?
I'm staying at a ranch in central Arizona, and since she knows so much about the history of Arizona, I thought maybe she could answer some questions for me.
Questions concerning?
Well, I came across a very old trunk that might contain stuff that has to do with these people named Dirk Valentine and Francis Humber. Only I can't open it.
Did you say Dirk Valentine?
And his girlfriend, Francis Humber, yes.
What would you hold, please?
Thank you for holding, and thank you for calling the office of Charlena Purcell. Miss Purcell's latest novel, Like Wind Through My Heart, was an instant bestseller. And like so many of her novels, it recently received the Catherine Coop Award for Historical Excellence. Reading a Charlena Purcell novel is like traveling through time to the old Southwest on the wings of love.
This is Charlena. Who is this again?
Nancy Drew?
Tell me about the trunk you found.
Well, to open it, I need to put these wrenches in these 3 holes, but I don't know in which directions they need to be pointing.
That does sound like it came from the Humber family. Is there any kind of picture on it?
Yes, as a matter of fact, there's this kind of abstract design made up of hearts and doves and the initials EH and AH.
EH would be Eldridge Humber, and AH would be Abigail Humber. Frances Humber's grandparents on her father's side. Her mother died when she was 10. Now, the picture no doubt commemorates their wedding day, which was 4/9/11. April 9th, 1811.
Those numbers must have something to do with the directions in which those wrenches need to be pointing.
I'm afraid I wouldn't know. In the course of my research, I've only read about the trunks Merrill and Eldridge Humber handcrafted. I've never actually opened one. However, I've been running across fascinating tidbits concerning the Humber family and stashing them away for years. When I have enough tidbits stashed away, I may well write a book about them.
Then you'd probably be very interested to know what's in this trunk.
Yes, I would. And since I've helped you, or tried to, it's only fair that you help me, don't you think?
Sure, I'll keep you posted. Did I mention that I'm staying at Shadow Ranch?
This just gets better and better. I'll tell my assistant to put your calls through immediately. By the way, why are you so interested in the Humbers?
Knowing more about them and what happened in the past may help me figure out something that's going on in the present. I'm kind of a detective.
That makes two of us. I'll be waiting to hear from you.
I got the trunk open!
Great, thank you. Go ahead and take something from it. You deserve a reward.
Bingo! F.H. Francis Humber? Green bottle under... wonder what that means. Can't check that off till it's... I'm finished with that. Check. Heck, why walk when I can ride? I need a rope. Can't check that off yet. Can't check that off yet.
Hello?
Hi, Mrs. Raleigh. It's Nancy again.
Hi, Nancy. It's Nancy.
I can hear, Bet.
How is Mr. Raleigh doing?
Let's get something straight right now. Even though we're Bess and George's aunt and uncle and not yours, I want you to call us Aunt Bet and Uncle Ed too. Got that?
All right.
Good. Now, what was the question?
How is Uncle Ed doing?
Well, he's running a slight fever, so the doctors are a little concerned.
Oh, I'm fine.
They're going to keep him here overnight, just to make sure he isn't developing some kind of infection. Oh, but enough about us. How are you doing?
I delivered that envelope to Mary Yazzie like you asked. She seemed a little upset when she read that you'd turned her down.
Oh, I'm sorry to disappoint her, but if we sell that property to her, it would send a signal to other would-be buyers that we're interested in selling the ranch off bit by bit, and we're not.
Is that the first time she's tried to buy it from you?
She's been after us to sell it to her practically since the day we arrived. That was her first formal offer. I guess she thought if she put it in writing, we'd accept.
Why does she want it so bad?
I have no idea. The parcel she wants to buy is nowhere near her store, and there's nothing but rocks on it. Maybe someone else there at the ranch knows, but we sure don't.
I heard about the phantom horse. Was last night the first time it showed up?
As far as I know, it was the strangest thing. Shorty kept babbling about how it was the ghost of the horse that belonged to some outlaw.
Dirk Valentine?
But that was right after Ed got himself bit, and we were all running around trying to get him into the truck to take him to the hospital, and I really wasn't paying much attention.
Do you have any idea how that snake got into your room?
None at all. We heard the horse come galloping up, so we jumped out of bed and ran outside to look. When we came back, there it was, right there on the floor by the bed.
Has that ever happened before?
No, and if it ever happens again, well, it just won't, that's all.
Why do you have a painting of Frances Humber?
I just thought it would give the den some character, that's all. I found it in the tack room under a pile of junk.
So the former owners left behind a lot of stuff?
I swear, it's like no one who lived at Shadow Ranch ever bothered to take their things with them when they left. When we moved in, the place was literally full of junk.
Was any of it valuable?
I don't think so. I mean, to me, it all looked like junk, so I got rid of it. I sold most of it to Mary Yazzie. She gets a lot of antique collectors in her store. Some things I kept, like Frances's favorite recipes.
And that ridiculous blanket chest. You insisted on keeping that.
Oh, yes, and I kept that triangular-shaped chest in the den. It used to belong to Merrill Humber. He was Frances's father. And I figured since I was keeping that picture of Frances, it was only fair that I keep something of his.
What kind of logic is that?
Oh, hush.
It doesn't look like Bess and George are going to get here today.
That's too bad. Why not?
Their plane had to land in Omaha because of mechanical problems. They don't know when they'll be taking off.
So, you'll have all those cowboys to yourself for a while. That Dave is pretty cute.
Dave's okay, but Tex is a different story.
That man scared the bejeepers out of me when he came in to interview. But he kind of grows on you, and he takes real good care of the horses.
I'll be in touch.
All right, dear. Bye now.
Hello?
Me again. What's the status of your plane?
Nobody'll tell us a thing. And now a bunch of really dark clouds are rolling in. What's going on with you, Nan?
Has either of you two ever read anything by an author named Charlena Purcell? She writes romance novels that take place in the Old West.
That rules me out. I saw her on a talk show once. Seemed kind of full of herself. Why do you ask?
I had to call her in order to open this old trunk at Mary Yazzie's. She knows a lot about the people who used to live at Shadow Ranch.
I bet I know more about 19th century clothing design than she does.
That's it for now.
Have fun. Wish you were here. Kidding.
Hardy residence.
Hi, Joe.
Hey, what's going on?
Catch you later.
See ya, partner.
Ride 'em, cowgirl.
Hi, can I help you with something?
It was great talking to you.
Thanks for stopping by.
You still here?
Should I be somewhere else?
Yeah, home in your nice soft Betty Bye. You and your friends, if they ever show up, you ain't gonna last more than 3 days out here.
Well, I hope you like surprises, Tex, because you're in for one.
City folk can't take living out here. Too rugged, too much work, too dangerous.
I need a rope. Do you think I could borrow yours?
Nope,
Talk to you later.
if you last that long.
Uh-oh, I'd better put that back. Oh my gosh, Jane Nash is Tex's sister.
Need something?
I understand you have a sister named Jane Nash.
So what if I do?
Did you know that she used to work for the Raleighs?
No, she didn't. What gave you that idea? Hey, you've been snooping, haven't you? In the Raleigh stuff? In my stuff?
Not really. I mean, not technically.
My business ain't none of your business, and that includes any sisters I may or may not have. You need to go. I'm busy.
And she'll be coming around the mountain when she goes. Yodelay.
I can't take any more.
Where are you going? You can't leave. The Raleigh said we were to have a cookout and entertain our guest.
Yeah, well, I don't call this entertainment. It's worse than whatever that stuff was you cooked.
That was lamb ragout for your information, and it was great. If you couldn't appreciate it, it's because your taste buds are about as sophisticated as a sand flea's.
I think I'll turn in too. Night, ma'am. Next time, just stick to burgers.
Et tu, Brute? You see that? You see what I put up with? Day in and day out, I cast my culinary pearls before ungrateful, uncultured swine. Well, I'll show them. I'll write a best-selling cookbook, that's what I do. Then I'll get my own TV show, then I'll do a movie, and while they're out here punching cattle, I'll become a gazillionaire.
Oh my gosh.
And you say this happened right after that phantom horse showed up again?
The pump house blew just as the horse was galloping away.
Oh my, this is awful. Maybe Shorty was right. Maybe that horse is a bad omen.
I'm more inclined to think that someone is using that horse to divert attention.
What do you mean?
It's possible that while everyone's attention was on that horse, someone sabotaged the pump house.
Why on earth would someone sabotage the pump house?
Someone may be trying to chase you off the ranch.
But why?
That I don't know. Yet.
You don't think Tex or Shorty or Dave is somehow involved, do you?
It's possible, but I just don't know yet.
Oh, my. You might not be safe there.
Maybe we should send her home.
I'll be fine, really. I want to help, and I can help.
Well, it sounds like we could certainly use your help.
Can you think of any reason why someone might want you off the ranch?
No, but I'll tell you what. Ed and I will put our thinking caps on, and if anything comes to us, we'll call you. Have you called the sheriff and told him all this?
Not yet.
Tell her about the storms.
Tell me about the what?
The storms. You need to be careful when you go riding because it can be sunny one minute and pouring down rain the next.
I'll be careful.
Good. And if you have any more questions, just call.
One more thing. Until I figure out what's going on, it would probably be a good idea not to mention my suspicions to anyone at the ranch.
Of course. Keep in touch.
I will. Bye.